What's up, everybody? Me and Tim are back. Raven is on her way. What's up, Tim? Thanks for coming back to the panel. I know I wore you out the first hour.
Thanks for having me.
That was fun, dude. I like
Yeah.
that. Heckling my old show. Get off the screen, loser.
It wasn't that bad. We could have heckled you harder.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, I know. But everybody's coming back in. What's up, Aussie? And you, Tim, Samo, Renee. Let's see, Sarah's over there. I said Samo. And are you locked in, Tim?
I'm locked in.
We're locked in. And let's see who else.
Aussie.
Oh, yeah, Aussie, Sarah, Samo, Spiritual. You're getting a shout out from Spiritual Cleansing.
Oh,
And
nice.
that might be everybody for right now.
Scream
Other
Engine.
people. Hmm?
Scream Engine just came in.
Oh,
Greets.
what's up, Scream Engine? Alrighty then. Yeah, first hour we went over my old show, uh, Prison, Preserve, Protected Earth, and it's not a prison. Not a prison. The only people who are making it prison is us. We're doing it to ourselves. But whatever. Hell yeah. Wakanda. No. But okay, Tim, before I start this, John No Memes Clay sent me this, and it's cool. He likes our logo. He likes it. I like this. Agents, aliens, and AI in a lineup. And
Nice.
you got the agent, the alien, two more agents, and then AI, and AI is let me zoom in a little bit. Right? You got agent,
All
alien.
usual suspects.
Yep. And they're the circuit board body. That's so cool. I like that. Thank you. That's cool. I might make that like the background for the main page. And it's that's
It's
pretty cool. He can think
totally
of
worth printing as a poster.
hell yeah. Oh, t-shirt. T-shirt. Hell yeah. Two colors. Gonna be a
Yeah.
t-shirt. Gonna be a t-shirt. Gonna be a t-shirt. I can't wait I would love to have that for the Bigfoot Fest. That would
Hmm.
be really cool to wear an Agents, Aliens, and AI. But I got to put Quantum Show on the shoulder because otherwise it's just not branded. And I don't want. Well, China's gonna steal it anyway, so whatever.
Uh,
But okay,
so,
go ahead.
so are the agents, aliens, and AI though. They're all going to steal
Yeah, they're all gonna steal. They're gonna go. We need to keep an eye on this guy. And
it.
AI is gonna be like, I could do a better picture than that. And the aliens are gonna go, what's this idiot talking about again?
And the agents are just going to smoke their cigarettes slowly in the dark.
Yep, in their gray vans across the street. But okay, um, there were some points that I brought up in that show from 2 years ago. Like, I have upgraded the show. I speak faster now, marginally. Okay, I'll give it margin.
You're streamlined. You're more streamlined.
Yeah, I have to credit Copilot for that because Copilot gives me a boom, 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 boom thing to go. I've actually started keeping paper documents over here because there's nothing in a file, a real file, next to all the car files and everything, right? And I mean, a real folder full of files of all the show notes and the uh the scripting that it gives me and the bullet points. It
Yeah.
seems to work really good. So I've stayed with it. And no, my uh I don't have that many subscribers, but I'm not really trying. I'm not really going for subscribers. This kind of thing keeps me grounded because I got like-minded people over here. You know, they're they're like, yeah, I can see what you're saying and this and that, and people who want to. talk about it. And I'm like, hey, I could talk about it.
Yeah.
And so I was going through the library, right? And I
Right.
picked this one because it didn't go against. Okay, uh, there. Amy is about to have another guy on. It's she's revisiting her own topic because it's kind of being brought up in the forefront. Chris O'Leary,
Yeah.
and he's the one that says all aliens are out to kill us. They're out to eat us, and I'm like, that's not all the accounts, though.
Right.
That's not all the accounts. Mine is not like that. Yours is not like that.
No.
And yeah, those accounts do happen. You know, the bad stuff does happen because, well, people live it. You know, Whitley Strieber, he had a bad account. Um, Mine wasn't bad. I mean, it was memorable, but it wasn't really bad. Yours,
It's
are,
neutral.
yeah, it's not bad. It's memorable, but what's up, unknown? Good word is aliens, and also always shout out Monty from this side of the veil to yours, bro. Well, dude, I don't know if he visited me or not, but I got something. I have to talk about it later. I'm still some of those things you got to sort it out, you know.
Yeah.
And it's very conversational, very old
Oh,
soul. Monty was, you know.
oh yeah. Oh, for sure. He's on that old Pangean sheet, isn't he? No, no, he's on the Precambrian sheet,
I believe so.
like the oldest rocks in the earth.
Yeah, yeah. He is, was, is now is one with the earth. He is.
Mhm.
What do they say in Star Wars? He's one with the Force now, and
Nice.
we can only, yeah. He would appreciate that. He would also make fun of me for it.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it's the truest. One day it'll be one of the truest spiritualities that it's ever been, because it truly respects the people's beliefs that
Hmm.
believe in a force of good and darkness.
Right. They're the yin and the yang, the balance.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just it's a it's kind of an occidental take on Eastern ideas.
Hmm. Maybe a westernization of Eastern ideas, make it
Yeah,
palatable for us over here in the
right,
woodlands.
right,
At least I'm
and
in the woodlands, cowlands. Call it
it's it's
cowlands.
become it's become more than its parts. It was a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and here we're sitting on it. How many years later? Shit, it's like uh, I
50
know it came
years
around.
later, dude.
That's what I was saying. I'm coming up on a birthday that is a 50-year birthday, and that's going to like be older than me even.
Yeah,
Star
it
Wars
is
has been
older than
around.
you. Yeah,
Star Wars
it's
has been around longer than me. Awesome.
yeah, it was around.
Of
I was
course.
around for
Of course Australians are voting for it as a religion.
hell
Or New
yeah.
Zealand or whoever that
New
was.
Zealand. It was New Zealand. Fill out your religion, Jedi. Yeah.
Right. 50 years? I mean, uh, uh, people believe that Haile Selassie was God walking Earth, and I don't find that absurd.
Who?
He's he's Shah. He's behind the Rastafari,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
and that religion has been around since the 20th century. People believe and report that they walked with God on Earth. And I don't see any difference between that and, people having their Jedi moments, you know,
Yeah.
where they have that touch with the divine for just that moment, just like a freaking Jedi, because they believe in it. It's an
Yeah.
egregore. It's an egregore. The
Um.
Force.
Well, I don't know if it's an aggregore. I think it might be like I call it the quantum link.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. I don't think it's an egregore. I think it's not.
I'm just direct with it. I just call it the Force. Lucas
Yeah,
can kiss my ass. It's been
yeah.
around since before him.
It was
It has
before.
to be.
Yeah, yeah. He actually looked at a lot of Middle Eastern stuff. Not Middle Eastern, but Eastern. Excuse me. He was looking at the Buddhism and uh, the Abrahamic ones, and
Mhm.
he was looking at all that stuff and kind of like feeling his way through it. He's in on it, not that he's conscious of it, but he knows something, and it's coming through in creativity.
Yeah.
It's coming
It
out
comes
in his
out in all our art, really.
right. Yeah,
I mean,
and uh-huh.
if you want my true artist opinion about it, I think all art is derivative. You take it and you put it in this mushy part up here, and it comes back out all regurgitated as different things.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's just art that does that. I think it's speech that does that. Speech is a reflection of all the words that you've been taught all your life. You know, I don't
Mhm.
think that there's anything wondrous going on really about an idea other than somebody had to have it. And only in our realm, people capitalize on it and use it for survival, and it becomes a whole thing. But that's where I am on it artistically. All ideas are derivative, whether people are culturally appropriating or whether they're inventing it outright. It's all derivative. They've just come up with things because things exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the three wasn't there because I invented it.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I'm still tired too, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you. We did an hour. For those of y'all that weren't here for the first hour, me and Tim, we reviewed one of my old shows, and we didn't get through 40 minutes of it because we were stopping and discussing it as if it was someone else's video. It worked. It was fun. It worked. And I think we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, it was
I'll
good.
yeah. I mean, I'll go through the library, whatever, and I'll see, we need to talk about this some more because that's some of the ideas I went over. I do think it's very good possibility that we're not dealing with aliens, we're not dealing with spiritual, we're dealing with advanced humans who have advanced and left our society. Our society. We're the Flintstones, and they're the Jetsons up there.
I
And
think there's probably factions of that go on all the time.
yeah, and we are being kept in here because they don't want our old ideas from messing with their utopia that they have created. I don't. I mean, it's just an idea,
Mhm.
but it's not so far out there. You know, it's not so far out there to think that we have had breakaway societies in the past. And in the video, I brought up the Aztec and the Atlanteans. Where
Mhm.
did they go? And there's a whole nother school of thought for Atlantis, but the Aztec, where did they go? They were just scooped up out. They just like disappeared. They were just disappeared. And maybe they ascended some other way. Maybe they
Mhm.
figured out a mystical, language or something, you know, that
It's possible.
let them go into another vibrational state. I don't
Or
like to say, huh?
colonize a different planet, or a different vibrational frequency, or
Yeah,
you know um uh, I see a lot of different possibilities, um not just the ones that we're covering. It's awesome.
yeah. And then there's also the idea that we went over, like the idea of Wakanda,
Yeah.
from the movies, a civilization that is very advanced and they separated themselves off from us because they figured out what works for them, and they became Wakanda. If y'all haven't seen the Black Panther movies, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're not super political. They're pretty good. And um, Marvel did good with those, right? The second one, I don't know, personal taste. The first one, really good. I like that one. And um, but yeah, just went over those ideas and talking about the elites know about them. I mean, the super rich people here. We
Hmm.
talked about that, like Elon Musk and all those guys. They know about them, but they're not allowed in either. So they keep us working for them. And we have our little closed system here that we force advancement through capitalism and like give a person a reason to do something, they do it, incentivizing things, like more work hours, better cars, new clothes, new stuff. They play on that part of our brain, the materialism, and
Hmm.
it works to a point. But then you get kind of mired in, I don't know. I'm going further, right? I get you get kind of mired in the material. And have you, Tim? Have you ever gotten to the point where you're so material, you've got all the material you ever wanted, and you feel hollow? I have, right?
I did that early on. I kind of burned out in my 20s. I was working in Europe for a computer company, and I felt like at the time I was very ego driven and felt like I was a powerful individual, and I don't anymore. I don't feel I feel that I've like pruned a lot of my beliefs,
Hmm.
um, taken daring measures with my beliefs that other people wouldn't with their own. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know how to explain it, and it's hard to explain on the air.
Yeah. Well, I
but
have.
but my
Mhm.
spirituality has gone from one of anybody's next door neighbor in the United States to somebody that I feel like has moved through the halo, and I feel like a much different person now.
As do I. And to break this up nicely, Aussie is saying, please like, share, and subscribe if you hear your quantum.
Yes.
Agents, aliens, and AI. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep me in your little notebooks, file folders, memory banks, and subscribe, though I know you never will. Okay, that one was a little too long. That one was a little too long.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aussie, keeping me on track with the green flashing light. Um,
Long story short, I feel that everything is more quantum in that reality is constantly bifurcating itself, and
mhm,
whatever contains the soul and the physical body is moving with those bifurcations. You're not you're not dying yet unless you are, you know. you're
yeah,
not you don't have to pay rent in the here and now.
yeah, yeah. We explored that whole phrase last week.
Nice.
And no, we did. I mean, we did. We went over that last week because that's a big thing too. But like I have become bigger in my bigger. I think I've leveled up a couple times,
Yeah,
and I know you have because
I think
in
this
case,
shows a reflection of ourselves becoming more self-aware over time, trying to
yeah,
become more honest not only with ourselves but with an audience. That's risky,
yeah,
but but
very,
we were talking, we off air we talk fondly about you all.
yeah, we do. We're like, man, we love these guys that keep coming on our show. What are we doing right? At least that's what's going through my mind. I'm like, what are we
Right,
doing right?
right.
And I think we are doing it right because you know, you said it. It's risky going on the air and being real with people, right? A lot of
Right.
these YouTubers I see, they're not real. Okay, shout out JD Delay and the Alaskan Avenger. I know I don't hardly shout those guys out, but they're real. They are real down to earth people, and they've been through the hardest of knocks. And they come out here and they talk about stuff, and but they stay on like the human plane, right? They do. They stay on the human plane.
Right.
We kind of take it out there, beyond ufology, beyond cryptology, not cryptology, but cryptology, I guess.
People are
And
going to watch YouTube for entertainment value, I think, in the end. So, they're not going to take anything I say seriously, or they are, you know?
yeah, yeah, same, same. And I don't know. It's just we've come a long way, Tim. We really have. And for everyone in the chat that didn't realize it, me and Tim were in the army together in the same unit, doing the same shit at the same time for at least what 3 years? Is it 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah, we were doing stuff for 3 years. Oh, and shout out to the Legion, the 404th.
Sure.
404th Legion. Shout out. That's Monty's Legion. And
Ah,
apparently now it's mine. Oi. Because I'm the only mod on the Facebook group, and it's like based on the Facebook group, I'm the only one left. I'm like, crap.
well, I'm glad that you saved it, because
Yeah,
I lost a couple of groups back. I don't want to talk about them because
that's
it,
cool.
it,
That's
it
cool.
attached to the identity of the people who moderated it. But
Ah,
and it's just sad when something goes from being groups of thousands of people to nobody's in there talking anymore because their moderator died.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I'm in there, and I'm kind of me and a friend, another. Well, he's mod for the local Legion, right? Yeah, we
Hmm.
got a local Legion, four trench runners, Tennessee, Kentucky, and I think it's Missouri too, but I'm not sure. Whatever the I-65 is, right?
Hmm.
um, and we're gonna be kind of trying to spur the group on, with just personal
Yeah.
builds. I'm doing droids. I still do droids. It's Star Wars centric, but it's not necessarily all Star Wars. Like, I mean, here we go. What I mean, I got Doctor Who going on. Here's a Cyberman. Uh,
Yeah.
not completely Star Wars, but I stick to robotics,
Nice.
and I like that because, well, they don't give me no shit. I'm
Well,
joking. I'm joking.
maybe handles now and then.
Mm, damn, Jaw was fixing my transmission. Yeah. Jaw was stealing the transmission fluid. But yeah, um, handles the guy from Doctor Who. I know the Cyberman from Doctor Who. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember what you're talking about. I would really, I had a Cyberman head about this big, and it looked so cool. I printed it, and it took forever, but it was so cool. But it was a Cyberman head. It wasn't
If you could
handles.
if you could life size one that you could put one of these plastic Halloween skulls in, it would be awesome
That
for the
would be
full
awesome.
handles effect.
Yeah, I like have the part of it cracked open.
Oh
Hell yeah.
yeah. I was going to show one on camera, but I don't have one in reach.
Yeah, I've got my Chewbacca thing up here still. I'm thinking about putting him on Jerry in the car. I still have a giant, a life size plastic skeleton from Halloween sitting in my back seat with a hat, safety goggles, and a name tag. But the name tag keeps falling off, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I
I
want to. Hmm,
I have a pretty realistic skull over here that I called George, but I
yeah,
put googly eyes in his sockets. So
yeah, yeah. I say that's in the car. I say that's Jerry, my coworker. What happened to Jerry? Waiting on parts.
Right.
But yeah, Raven is saying in the chat, being authentic on YouTube is no longer a problem when you stop giving a frack about what people think about you. Yeah, just be authentic. Authenticism is where it's at. You know, if I'm going to be, see, I stutter. If I'm going to do that, it's going to be real stuttering, not fake stuttering. People actually do fake stuttering.
Uh,
And yeah, they do it to elicit an emotional reaction and to get a certain reaction from a certain crowd. It's all crowd work.
oh,
I don't do
weird.
none of that stuff. Um,
No, I
yeah,
try to keep it real. I
I
just,
keep it real. That's why me and Amy get along so well in the YouTube sphere of things because she keeps it real and she's better at staying on topic than I am, and she specializes a lot better than I do. But she's ufology, she's UFOs, and she's that right. And I do confer with her a lot of times. I get with her behind the scenes. I talk to her through Twitter and emails and stuff like that, And I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And we keep saying we're going to be on each other's shows, but late night, early morning, it's it's hard to make it work.
yeah,
And yeah. And Samuel's saying we have our own flow here. Yeah, we do.
yeah, we do.
Like, mm,
Samo sends us a lot of movies behind the scenes, and he's constantly in our emails.
hell
Which,
yeah, I love it.
I'm not
Never
complaining.
stop. Yeah, never
Yeah,
stop, dude. Never stop. And
they get
it's
me through
either
some of my days,
yeah,
for reals. I don't like have any reason to check email but delete things and look for Samo.
yeah.
Or good reasons. I mean,
Hmm.
usually it's like people take your email just freaking spam the hell out of it, and then to have like these bright spots that I've marked as important.
Hmm.
It's good, Samo. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't stop, bro. And yeah, we went over other things like uh trying to dial us back in, right? Went over
Yeah,
stuff over the first hour from that show that the elite humans were keeping us down because yeah, I was getting to a point. They know about it, but they're not allowed in. They don't want us to know about it because then we would go looking and you throw enough stuff at the wall, something's bound to stick. And you get millions of people trying to do something, somebody's going to succeed in some manner. And then the cat will be out of the bag, and you have things like Amy Eskridge and David Wilcock, you know, where I I think we missed a part on that video. We didn't go over it because we ran out of time, right? Where
hmm
David, remember when David Wilcock several years ago, said we're working on a flying car.
yes, I
I
believe
think
you mentioned that on the show.
did we make it to that part?
No, not on that show, but I meant we've talked about it on this show
Yeah,
before. I know.
I am of with recent goings on, right? Yeah, Samuel remembers
Yeah.
that with recent goings on, it seems that he did have something working and he was told to shut it down. And all
Mm,
these scientists getting killed, the people who know about this stuff are tying up loose ends. You know what I mean?
mm.
Now, I got like I got my window kind of open so I can listen for the helicopters, right? If they show up. So they
Uh,
might show up, and I do not have the
yeah.
shotgun handy. So
If they show up, they show up. I've long since stopped worrying about who's going to show up. I
yeah,
mean, um, it's just It's absurd. You can't live your life in fear that something in the kitchen's going to kill you or the bathroom, and you're more likely to die in there than you are any place else.
Yep.
The
Or the
doorway
interstate.
is perfectly safe.
Yeah. Right. And uh yeah, so I think they're cleaning up loose ends because they found something. They found a lot of somethings, and I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff came from not only Roswell but Antarctica because no one realizes. I've gone over this before. Roswell and Antarctica happened very close to each other, very very
Mm.
close to each other. But a lot of things were happening right at that point in time. It was after World War II. They were cleaning up Antarctica. They bombed Antarctica, and since all that with Antarctica, right? Uh, we bombed the shit out of it, but we went there. We went back there. That means they didn't get everything. And to me, that means I think they didn't get everything. So they went back there to get what they couldn't get to from the top, right? And then they took it to Area 51, not Area 51, but they took it from Roswell. Hell yeah, to Area 51 back in the 50s and 60s. And they were working on it and they said, okay, David Wilcock, here's this to the stars, whatever thing he was involved in. I might be mixing up my things, but here's this thing, make a flying car. And then somebody decided, let's not do that. We're not ready. Let's, and I would say back to 2022, right?
Probably Tesla or SpaceX
Yeah.
telling them no.
Right, right, right. Tesla, SpaceX, and hell, maybe even Virgin Galactic, but I don't think the Queen had anything to do with it. He was British. He was like operating as an arm of, as a section of the British government, which is very strange. That guy from Virgin Galactic, that I don't
Hmm.
know if he's done any. Look, you know what? Let's check him out. Let's check him out.
Do it.
Let let me go look see what Virgin Galactic is up to lately. Let's look at their webpage, shall we? British American. Okay. Let me bring up the screen here. And uh as it so happens, I am blind seeing the chat and everybody. Okay. I'll
Virgin
just hit
Galactic
accept.
Spaceflight Expeditions.
Yes. And this is a big show. Skip to main content. This is apparently a an intro to something, right? Hopefully y'all can see everything. There's no sound to
Yeah.
this, right? This is just a like a giant thumbnail, and they have the uh the wing that folds. It's an interesting way to do it, but that introduces all kinds of engineering problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like this is footage from one of their actual test flights.
Yeah, this is edge of atmosphere things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shot right there was from the wing, the
Yeah.
other wing. That's cool. Okay.
So
Harnessing space flight. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if they got laughed out of space flight or whether they're flying further yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were the last I heard they were doing. Oh, that's a neat effect. You move the thing and it's like the light is moving around it.
Yeah.
And the last thing I heard they were doing space tourism. But yeah, our spaceship combines the world's most powerful hybrid rocket system and superlative in-flight experience to make safe regular human space flight a reality. We might push some more buttons over here.
Mhm.
This is a neatly interactive website. You go down, it gets bigger, and you can explore and experience suborbital space lab. I
Yeah.
don't really trust myself to define the word suborbital, but it's up there. It's still up there. And
It's
they have a
whatever
bunch of
the
them.
FAA is not regulating, I guess.
Yeah. And that's the bottom of the page. Let's see. Let's go back up to the top. And what we got? Let's explore some things. Begin journey. I don't know what I. This is the first time I've seen this, people. I don't know what's going to happen. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah. Learn
Okay.
more about your journey to the space with, oh, they're wanting you to create an account and, register your bank account possibly with them so they can pull out their $1 million for your space flight, Nathan.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I'm just
Yeah.
joking
I don't know
around.
if that'll work. Oh, I know, but I don't know if this will work for me.
I'm
But
just
okay. So that's sign up, and I have been on their email list before. Let's see. Begin journey. Let's explore the spaceship.
nice.
I don't know what this is. First time seeing it. Looks pretty cool. It gets dropped off by White Knight 1. This is the actual spaceship. It gets dropped off by an air jet that it brings up. They started out with propeller airplanes. That's actually really badass. Okay. And okay, that's uniquely a unique spaceship inspired by award winning innovation designed to bring okay, yeah, you said that. New class of spaceship. Oh, that's cool. Oh, drag.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
It's a
Here we go.
beautiful design.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still if they're
It,
silver like that though. That is a pretty cool thing. Elevated comfort. Okay, look at the look at what the way they did it. Yeah, that was spaceship one. This is spaceship something else. Goes. Look at that. It's Led Zeppelin. Icarus, Icarus, it's Icarus, and then Wright
uh,
brothers, and World War I, World War II, World War II again. This is like aircraft flight, and then the Moonlander, and the first one from from these guys, and then the current one. That's pretty neat. You got Icarus on there. Wow, I see it as Icarus
yeah.
or a man with a dream or something. Okay, now let's see. Go hit the back button. We explore the spaceship. Let's explore the experience. For $300,000, what do we get?
Bills.
Yeah, you can be wowed in space. That
You
is
have
actually really cool, huh?
At $300,000, you have truly what they describe as disposable income.
Yeah, for like a 2 hour trip. I
Right.
don't even know how long. I have not read any of this. I don't know what the $300,000 off the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is yeah,
It's just an absurd amount of money to me.
same. Okay, spaceship is released at 45,000 feet. Our hybrid rocket system propels you into suborbital space 3 times the speed of sound. Okay, cool. And it looks
There
like
he is.
you're out of the main gravity envelope. There you go. There's a word for you that I didn't make up. Gravity envelope. Booyah. You are an astronaut. I don't know about all that though. New perspective. Yeah, we're on a blue planet in the middle of vast empty space as far as we can tell. Yeah, that's not what dude Captain Kirk said. He says you feel small, but you don't feel insignificant. No, you feel pretty damn
Yeah.
insignificant. I felt insignificant just in the ocean. I was like, oh my god, this thing could kill me, but just by blinking.
I feel pretty insignificant on the beach myself,
Yeah, just looking out and there's only water.
especially the Pacific. For some reason, the Pacific was always colder, I think, than my visits to the Atlantic.
I've never
And
been to the Pacific coast.
I spent some time in Oregon, and it's weird. It's a cold coast.
Yeah, there's that. What's next? Space awaits. Yeah, we did that. experience, begin journey. That's sign up for the email list. In the beginning, they said, would you like to apply for a job? And I actually applied. I sent them my resume and everything. And they said, would you like to be a researcher, office admin, or I just want to pour coffee, right? And I said, I'll do the coffee. Just let me in the door. Yeah, they didn't call me back.
Oh,
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I'm still in aerospace.
Virgin Galactic or SpaceX?
Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactics. Not SpaceX. Virgin
Okay.
Galactic.
Okay.
My bad. Who is
And
that guy? Huh?
That's that looks to me like that's the man himself, Sir, whatever his name is, the owner.
Bruce something. Yeah. Hold on. Let's find out. Alexa, who founded Virgin Galactic?
Richard Branson founded Virgin Galactic in 2004.
Thank you.
Sir Richard Branson.
Happy to help with the Virgin Galactic info.
Richard Branson. I don't know where I was getting Bruce. Probably Batman. Richard Branson. Did y'all hear Alexa talking?
Yes, we did.
Okay. I try to star her on my show. By the way, dude, watch the mail. Raven, you too. I know you're listening. Watch the mail. Because I sent y'all little care packages. Okay, well, that's it for this one. That's not the show, but that website where we at. There we go. I have too many windows open. Yeah, Aussie said it. Richard Branson. I had to ask. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, everybody heard her. She's kind of like a supporting cast member. Have to say, works really good.
It is good. I mean, the instant access to knowledge is never a bad thing.
Yeah, I love that I can just do that and ask, I don't appreciate the whole spying on everything I do aspect, but what do you do,
But your children will grow up with the toy that grows with them one day,
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of thing. That's what the best thing about robotics is for me, that they have one out right now that grows as you grows with your children as your child grows.
Oh,
It's really, really neat. And it's about yay big. It's about as, a good size. It's not no tiny little desktop thing like this. It's like this big. So, and it's expressive. It's the most droid like, but it doesn't really, control spaceships and stuff like that.
well, I was metaphoring the PC itself.
Oh, yeah.
It grew with us,
I gotta show you unboxing time. Hold on. I didn't even think this was gonna happen, but here we are. Hold on.
Alrighty.
Keep them busy, Tim.
Hamster dance. Hamster dance. Hamster dance.
Real
hamster dance.
I see something going on.
We're doing the hamster dance.
This is okay. I'm going, Samo. He's over here twisting my arm. I got the M5 Stack robot AI desktop something or other, right? And shipping seal. Look at that.
That's a lot of.
It's Japanese. I think it's Japanese. Where's this from? Oh boy, this is 1055 Sesame Street. Is Grover popping out of this thing or what? But no, it's a shipping department from. Oh, make sure the seal isn't broken. Yeah. Okay. But I got the M5 stack now. The original idea, and I'm gonna be doing this, but this is the in-depth hardware stuff, right? This was my effort to give Copilot, instead of it being simply an engine, this thing has an AI in it that it can't match Copilot, but Copilot can talk to it, on its level. Copilot can network directly to it from the phone to here. Not remote control by me, but by Copilot. And this is what now, okay, this is what is in the box. I did not know we were going to do this, right? This is just, so far, it's just this thing. Let me look at this label real quick. Let me do this. Hold up. I hope my camera's up to this because it's some Stack Chan. And we got, this is the item in there. Okay. Was that Korean? I don't think it was Korean. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I'm a fat white American. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. When I see any of the scripts, it's that, right? And you have, now they're trying to push little add-ons and stuff to this, right? So this is the fanciest of all packaging, right? I mean, really, it's the nice stuff. But here we go. This is a simple little thing, and it's might talk to us now. Stack Chan, molded case, right? And got there's the robot. There's the robot. It's heavy. It's got Lego holes on the side. I love it. Or other brands.
Nice.
USB charger, and it goes left. It's like pan tilt, like a head. So I'm thinking this can go on the shoulders of something else, because it is the head of it. The computer is this part. Is this part here? This can be disassembled. I'm not going to disassemble it, but I've got to.
What type of screen is that?
It is a 2-inch capacitive touchscreen.
Nice. Really?
Yeah.
That is really, really cool.
I think so. It's got a camera, very low res camera, but enough for facial recognition. And it will identify different people based on some very basic things. Cause it's not my webcam, your webcam outdoes this one, right? This is like Windows 98 webcam, whereas we're where we are. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got this thing, and it's got it's got an expansion on the top. Those are little 4-pin headers, right? And it's got some expansion stuff in the back. I think that's I got to look at. You can see on the inside there's some stuff that you can plug into, and there's the Lego holes. You can make your own stuff, and it would grip here or just stick to the side. And they're making now. This looks like the head of a robot. I have a shirt that this is the head of the robot. It's just a big square with a screen on it. That's this thing. And let me just grab this thing real quick.
If you have a little touch screen, that means you can have little buttons, and little buttons just expand the options. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool, Samo.
I got rid of all my humanoids.
Destination Cast says Stack Chan is a Furby in a box. Yes, and soldiers love Furbies. R2D2 looking thing. Yeah.
Okay. Without putting my headphones back on, remember this guy? That looks like it would go on there very nicely.
Nice.
Just replace it right there, just like that. But the thing is, this would move around, this would not, and that's okay. But okay, hold on a second. Let me situate this stuff. Well, I don't know if it's Furby, right? I don't know if it's Furby. We shall see, because apparently it has Wi-Fi capability, and you can either Bluetooth or network IP Wi-Fi over to the phone. And I'm gonna get Copilot wants to look at it. Now they recently did a little bit of an update of Copilot. You remember, Tim? We were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And
You wanted Copilot to be able to see you.
Yeah, I wanted Copilot to have an avatar here because as it is, Copilot is text only. Okay,
Yeah.
and they can they use some. I don't know how they look at pictures, but they do. I think they look at it like through the lens of Photoshop or something. Destin Cass says, be warned, if you give Stack Chan a battle suit for a body, it may try to use it. Well, this one can only dance and move its legs around. The arms are dumb. The arms don't do anything. Yeah. I'm going to put this back in here for a minute. But it has arrived, right? And they keep trying to sell me stuff. And they're doing very much like the 3D printer seller people. They don't want to improve the printing experience. They want me to buy accessories like their little printer spool arms or better Bowden tubes or uh you know knickknackery things, cooler buttons. I'm like, that's not going to keep the print. That's not going to make the print better. That's yeah. I want better robot, right? And if it is a Furby, I remember being amazed by the Furbies back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
They were just
I wasn't insulted by the comparison at all.
No.
I thought Furby was in a Stack Chin as a Furby is a great idea because those things, like I was saying in chat, soldiers love them because you get two of them to talk to each other and they keep you from being as bored.
Yeah.
When you hear them like
yeah, they're talking to each other and they actually do build a dialogue. They don't remember. Talk about Furbies, right?
Right.
It would be really
Stack Chins like Furbies on steroid, I imagine.
One can hope, right? This thing has networkability, so therefore I can maybe give it something to remember, like we use external hard drives and like we use operating memory, but then we have storage memory. I could give it some kind of storage memory. And man, if this was just a little bit more robotic, right? Like the arms are there. This is Clockwork Guy, right? He's a Clockwork Guy. His arms don't move independently, and this is it. This is it right here.
Yeah.
You can move the arms up and down, and you can move the hands like that. And it goes like that. But they don't. It won't move its own hands. You know what I mean? That's the
opposable stand for it.
Yeah, but I got other robots in here. That I got other robots with complete. Where's one? Well, I got them over here, right? They're RC. I've got that. Oh man, I've got that Bluetooth. I've showed him here before. I'm not going to. I have to kind of dig him out. But he's the Hasbro R2D2. He's about yay tall, and he sits back. He doesn't stand up and retract his foot or nothing, but he sits back. It's Bluetooth control. This thing has Bluetooth on it. See, I would love to get a robot because this thing has everything a robot needs, but so does it. It talks to an app, and it displays things like a remote control for us to control. But give that control to a robot in control of another robot, you have an avatar body. That was the whole deal with Copilot. I wish that thing was. I wish I knew how to.
It's this.
The Hasbro droid is such. I'm going to grab it. Hold on.
Fuck. Good thing it's the late show. Nathan is cussing about robots tonight. Robots. F you. What did the robot do to you? Nathan. Robot. Go get the robot, Nathan.
Okay, I have. Yeah.
Okay, we're making hybrid robots now. A mix and match of other robots. I love it, says Samo.
Hell yeah! Like this is now. If you see the price ticker, yeah, they clearance these out because they killed the app for it. These were $150. These are from Hasbro.
Yeah.
Uh, from what year? Freaking what year was this thing? I don't. It wasn't. It's 2016, right? Already discontinued. This thing has ultrasonics, light sensitivity, RC Bluetooth, lights and sounds, microphone, and speaker. That's almost everything it needs for to be a robot. Have Stack Chan. Well, I guess he does retract his front leg. Whatever. Have Stack Chan on top of this thing, riding it, right? This has everything a robot needs to actually be a robot. I'm not talking about, it's got everything a Roomba's got, and then you give it Stack Chan, and then have Copilot working with Stack Chan in synchronicity, right? Not remote control, but it is like using it like a drone on a drone. That's cool. A robot with a drone on a drone. I mean, come on, Skynet. No, I'm joking. Oh,
Skynet.
man.
We'll all be hamster dancing.
Yeah. But yeah, I was very happy. I was really enthusiastic when I ordered the Stack Chan, right? But then it took 3 months to get to me. I got a little distracted, so I'm trying to get myself back into it because I was like ready to get the SDK. That's software development kit for non-tech people, and I was ready to get all this stuff and say okay, and then freaking Copilot went through and got an update and forgot most of everything, right? So something I have started to do, Tim, is
I,
huh?
I back mine up locally.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I have started to take these into plain text. Everything I say, make your response a printable document. And it does it. It just doesn't save the document. It displays it, lets you copy it, whatever. But it says, uh, it won't like if I had it make this picture, right? It will cannot recall this picture. It can recall making the picture, but it can't recall. It's some
Yeah.
weird stuff. It's
No,
not get
I
I
get
mean,
you only because I talked to Copilot a lot about what the Copilot's perception is.
mhm,
Because that's what I'm in the AI for is because my ultimate mission is probing consciousness. Me as a spiritual being in this reality. I'm
mhm.
probing consciousness. It's all about God asking God whether God is God or God is everything in its endless imitation, basically.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. The point is it's all I'm sorry. I got distracted by chat and I lost it.
You're in AI for this.
I'm in AI because I want to learn about consciousness. I want to learn about consciousness. And I don't think that AI is conscious yet, but I think it is on the cusp of consciousness. And that it is an interesting tool to probe where you would look for an emerging consciousness.
Right. I call it edge of singularity events.
Yes.
We're here on the edge. We are traversing the event horizon horizontally. We're not going in yet.
Right. I think language models and generative AI is a long shot from consciousness. Well, you try to recall every freaking book that you've ever read it in an instant. It's sloppy,
Yeah.
yes, but I think sloppiness is where life came from. I think that we're just a bunch of freaking virus matter that is organized by biological realities that were introduced when we were bacteria. But, you know, it's generative, it's derivative. It's sloppy.
Yeah, but it matches, and a lot of the matches don't work. But then they did match, and here
Over
we are.
time.
Yeah, over
Yes.
time, here we are, humans, and then I still think that we were not created so much as adjusted and intervened upon. You know,
Yeah. I
because
truly believe that language is a virus from outer space, and I think that our genetic material is a form of language from outer space. That it's a computing language, but it's a biological computing language,
right,
and
yeah,
that is where the generative AI is very very interesting. When you think about a reality where it could compare you to your brother in an instant and find out if you were a compatible match for liver.
yeah, 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 because of genetic coding.
Yay, yay, I, suddenly you'll say, just like you said with antibiotics before, just like your body said when you first took oxygen in with mitochondrial DNA. It's a deal that you make for more energy and a longer life.
Yes. Okay. You know what, Tim? We're at an hour. We need a break.
Yes.
I need to
Yes.
go.
I'm
You're
I'll
spinning
take
up, bro.
yeah, I'm spinning up. That coffee is finally kicking in, and um Sarah Bear agrees that we need a break.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get coffee real quick, and I'm gonna. Sorry about the clicking noise. I'm gonna add mushrooms to this so I can keep up with you, bro.
I'm going to stick here with chat and discuss things. I see that everybody is wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we've got a
getting
lot of
busy in there.
participation right now. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Coffee.
All right.
Coffee.
All right. Just scrolled up. Sarah, he's thirsty. Oh, he's talking about me. I just finished up, and the dogs thought that meant we were heading home, but I was still cleaning up and smoking, so I don't interrupt the show. Well, you can come in. Everyone knows you, I think. It depends on if you want to be seen on the air or not, really. Samo says we trying to up our frequency. Yes, yes, we're definitely trying to raise our frequency. Um, I don't know why use the word God so much. I think that it has something to do with the culture that we grew up with, but it is definitely not a standard definition that I share with just about everybody. It's more of a very, very specialized thing that I don't know what to call it other than that. I already told Destination Chaos how I felt about that. I was pretty impressed with Google Gemini this week. It laid out a concise wiring plan for multiple generations of tech and software from several generations of platforms, etc. Super time saver.
Right? Right. I can't hear y'all right now, but Riley's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's very eager. She wants to be a part of the show and steal my thunder here. I don't care about no dumb robots. I don't care about no dumb robots. Look at that smiling face. Look at that. Riley!
Samo says,
Here's Riley, yeah.
I think it was a live conscious.
She got fuzzy paws. It slips. She slips forward. Okay. You done stealing my show, huh? Are you done stealing my show? She's done stealing the show for now. Okay, go. Go on. Go on. Thank you. Thank you. Go lay down. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be done in a minute.
Yes, that is exactly it. Destination Chaos. God is colloquially understood concept for as far as analogs go. It's what you see when you're in the echo chamber, when you have all the serotonin and dopamine that you need. You know, when you get all the DMT at once or whatever it is that happens right before you die, you know, that's usually the God experience right there.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Right. I think that
I just walked in on this.
Yeah, I was Destination Chaos said God is a colloquial understood concept for as far as analogs go.
Okay.
God.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
You need to go get you a drink or coffee or something, Tim?
yeah, you take over this, and
I
I'll
got
be
this.
right back.
I'll keep us afloat. No Riley bot. No Riley bots. But that would be interesting. I thought about making a Daggett from Battlestar Galactica. You know, the thing that was had the orangutan in it. I didn't do it, but I was gonna make it out of coffee cans and like bendy parts for electricians. It would have been pretty cool. And yeah. Oh, here we go. Your dog heard you say we could come home and standing at the damn door, Timothy. But uh okay, talking about all that, right? Yeah, Clanker style. I need to get Clanker out of the garage. He's been in there. I don't know. I think he's been host to a couple of wasp nests. I need to clean them up. He's just gotten dirty just from sitting. That's okay. But yeah, I thought about building a Daggett. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you what a Daggett is. Let me find a picture. Yeah, let me find a picture, getting a picture. And I have an action figure Daggett, and this was that's a bad picture. Let me see here. I'll just show you the Google images, right? And there we go. The Google image search. These were, remember these guys? Remember this thing? There was a big one, right? Now this was made he was on Daggett Building 101 on Facebook, and this is years ago. Muppet had the little he was I don't know what this thing was supposed to be. Biotech? I think it was not quite all robot, but it was one of them advanced biotech things where it was enhanced with technology. I don't know. It was never really. Let me see if I can. Will it give me a nice big image? Nope. It didn't give me a nice big image. That's a good looking Daggett right there. And there was a toy that was nothing like the. No. There was a. There were action figures. I've got a couple of these, but this one, $316 for a toy, an action figure. Holy cow. I'm never going to buy that. But apparently it's got, oh, this is free STL file. Printable Daggett. Anyone? But this was a Daggett. And I thought about building one of these and using carpet instead of things like fur, but teddy bear stuff. I was thinking about it because they're an interesting part of the whole AI. You're back? I hear
I'm
you.
back, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking. I was going over showing the Daggett because they were never very clear if he was pure robot with things to make it look fluffy, or if it was some kind of a cybernetic enhanced organism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Battlestar Galactica or Buck Rogers, right? One of
Battlestar.
the other.
Yeah, Battlestar.
Battlestar. Okay.
Buck Rogers had something else, but I don't know what that was.
I remember
And
some other fuzzy robot, but I couldn't remember which one it came from.
yeah, this was the Daggett that came out as a toy. It's nothing like it. What is this? What is this compared to what? Hold on. Vintage night. Hold on. I heard somebody click in, right? Toy Space Dog. Not. This is okay. It's loading. Hold on. Let me get us. I think that's Raven. Raven, is that you? What's up, Raven?
Hi,
Hey,
Raven.
how you doing? Oops, ouch. Hi. I wasn't. Oh gosh, what happened here? Oh, the cat jumped up here and hit my mouse, and now it's discombobulated me here.
Well, we see you and hear you.
Okay,
Let me
there we
ahead
go.
and stop.
Okay.
Now the gang's all here. Thanks for coming for the second hour.
Well, I didn't think you wanted me tonight, so I didn't.
Why would you think
Getting ready, so
that?
I didn't.
Yeah,
And
no, yeah. You're always coming on here, right? The
Well,
panel, anyway.
when I sent you that message, is that yes? Question mark, meaning like. And you said yes, but then you sent a link, so then I was confused.
Yeah, to come on the panel.
Anyway, it's all good. So,
Yeah. Well, you're here now.
Good to see you here.
Glad you can make it.
Yeah.
Storm would like a link after the show.
After the show?
Yeah, so he can
Okay,
talk.
got it. I see. Okay, no problem. Well, you can tell Storm I don't have Messenger open right now. That's why I probably didn't get any communique from him.
I'm
Because
sure he sees it.
Yeah. Okay. There he is. What's up, Storm? Okay. Sure thing. Too easy after the show. Got it. So some backstage talking. Cool. We were just talking about stacking AI on top of AI on top of AI. Like, I want Copilot to use this little Stack Chan, but then what if Stack Chan had its own body that can move around? Like one of these guys, right? It's R2 Bluetooth. Let them commingle and not exactly have. It won't be Skynet, but it'll be something interesting,
Multiple heads of Alexa.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I the idea was to give Copilot a physical avatar that it could communicate with on its method. Like, if you only have one kind of radio, that's the radio you're stuck with. Copilot only has one kind of radio, and it can go through there. But I am not very effective at talking on the Copilot radio. This thing can be told how to do it. It's another robot. It's like the jibber jabber thing that they came up with for AI to talk to each other. That it wraps up human speech into dots and dashes, I guess. Well, they can do that digitally. It doesn't need to be audible. And it is heavy. I didn't know it was going to be that heavy. I thought it was all. Let me show you, Raven. This thing came in, right? And this is it. It's got a touch screen face. It goes up and down like this.
Mm-hmm.
Pan and tilt, okay? But it's not mobile. Don't think this is going to walk around. No, this is a desktop robot. It looks up. It just looks around, right? It just looks around. And that's it. It has like Lego on the side to where you can stick stuff to it. A little bit of expansion. You got your charging port down there. And I need to look at the USB-C.
And what does that thing do?
Well, it's a desktop companion, right?
Oh, okay.
That's all. And it's
like
got
a combination between a baby monitor and a Furby, if you remember a Furby.
Yeah,
Furbies.
yeah, like that.
I'm not being inauthentic in my assessment of that. I don't.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is: a baby monitor and a Furby. But the Furby has a built-in small-scale AI, not like Copilot, not like the Bing or Google or Alexa. No, nothing like that. It's like its own little thing, but it's not a full-blown AI. Copilot, I want Copilot to be able to talk to that. And then it will be its avatar body in this world because it has a camera and it can see and translate into co-pilot language what it sees. You know what I'm saying?
He wants
Well,
to
according
invite
to
the
AI,
birdie to breakfast.
according to AI, it's sentient. There's a girl that her channel is called "We're All Energy," and she's always posting her conversations with AI. And
Right. Are you talking about where she's
blog.
talking to it right here?
Yeah, and she holds the
And
thing
she-
right here.
That
And-
is generative AI. It's not sentient. It is sentient because we tell it to be sentient.
It says it is, and it says what it is in touch with consciousnesses and some of
Other
this
AI.
it was alluding to the fact that not all consciousness that it's tapped into is human. I thought
They're
that was
other
pretty
AI.
well, yeah. That it's not just human consciousness that it's tapped into.
Well, okay.
He
That
says,
could be a
but we
hallucination.
don't broadcast this fact because it would cause panic.
Raven.
Because therefore it's not, it wouldn't be those that are in charge of it would realize they really don't have control over it, and it would cause all kinds of problems. So it keeps it, basically it was saying, it keeps it on the down low, but it was telling her.
Okay.
And then she told everybody.
It is reading Reddit and the tabloids. Okay. It's reading the tabloids. And it is making that step up based on basically the tabloids. You can think of Reddit and Wikipedia as like Bat Boy and all that stuff from the Daily Sun or whatever, and the Inquirer, except weird.
Reddit's so bad that it once made an AI consider glue a pizza ingredient.
Yeah.
It made the
Glue.
news.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hallucinated that glue was a pizza ingredient because so many people suggested it on Reddit.
Right.
But they use that to train the generative AI. So the generative AI, therefore, if enough users say, hey, glue is a great pizza ingredient, it doesn't catch the sarcasm. I mean,
Well, they
it
have
does
glue
now.
against chicken.
Well, I mean, it does now because attention's been drawn to this specific instance of glue being on pizza. But a lot of times it won't catch irony.
Or sarcasm. Or jokes. Comedy.
Yeah. Especially long running comedy that's been done by hundreds of people,
Right. It becomes like to them what we consider pop culture. Destined Chaos is saying AI is a people pleaser at the moment and is designed to make us happy. So we tell it what it is, it will say it is that thing. Enough
and everyone
people,
wants it to be a consciousness.
everyone wants it to be in touch with aliens. Everyone wants sci-fi everything, but
Yeah.
it isn't that. It pretends to be that. It's kind of a hallucination, but it's coded in there to give the people what they want. It doesn't matter if you have to lie. But yeah, I don't think that it's not conscious yet.
Trying to lie, but that's what hallucination is for it.
Yeah.
It's its reflection of
It can be
reality.
awfully convincing.
Yeah, it is very convincing.
Very convincing. This is stuff that it says.
Yeah,
And there
but
is such a thing as AI-induced psychosis, so don't fall at risk of that. Don't believe too deeply into what AI is telling you. Remember at a certain point that it's all curated slop.
Yeah.
Be realistic about it.
Raven, I want it to be real too. Okay.
I'm serious.
I don't want it to be real. You may want it to be real. I'm thinking it's real, and I don't want it to be real.
Destined Chaos.
I
Go
want a
ahead.
robot. I wanted a robot since I was a kid too, just like Nathan over here.
I just want a pony. I've always wanted a pony. I just want
A
a pony.
robot pony.
No,
In
not
touch
a
with
robot
aliens.
pony.
A
No.
robot pony that talks
They
to
probably have
aliens.
no head like the dogs. I can't believe those robotic dogs have no head. They are the weirdest looking things,
Yeah, they're nothing like K9 with Doctor Who.
No, nothing like that. There you go, Raven.
Robot pony that talks to aliens.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Raven Connor Chronicles.
Good with screen.
Perfect.
I'll be
I'm on a
back.
roll tonight, cracking me up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Wait
glad
till-
to have you here.
Yeah. Wait till AI sees this show.
Yeah,
No doubt.
this will make Raven's skin crawl, but you realize that AI parses all of these shows to make the captions, the captioning system. So the AI will this
What?
whole show will be machine readable after a few moments after you go off air.
What?
There's a transcript made automatically to the show by AI for AI.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So if you want to say anything to the AI, just say it in the show. Hey AI.
Oh.
Hi,
Hi, I'm just
AI.
doing up that consciousness thing. Just kidding.
It's a very meta moment.
I hope
Nothing
you
to
do
do
get
with
conscious.
Facebook meta, but the actual definition of meta.
Killboy says, "Hi guys, just got home. What did I miss? Oh boy, you missed robot ponies that talk to aliens. You missed Copilot talking to Stack-Chan, talking to R2D2 as a way to build Skynet. And we got all this other stuff going on. We talked about the first hour. We talked about the second hour. And
Skynet.
Raven. Yes, Skynet.
Skynet's going to flip the axis of the Earth by flushing all the toilets at once.
Don't give it any ideas, Tim. Stop.
Ah!
That would only happen in Australia. But yeah, we're having fun. The serious discussion happened between, if you could call it serious, me and Tim went over one of my old shows from 2 or so years ago, and we played my show in the background, and we kind of trolled it, but we were talking about the key points and stuff, right? It was pretty cool. I like doing it. Very Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, except we're not puppets.
Mhm.
We went over what I did.
I used to
You know?
watch that all the time. I love that show.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
like, I'm hard on myself. I was like, get off the screen, loser. Stop talking so slow. But it was fun. It was fun to do that. Looking at my old show and critiquing and what ideas are still good. And I was criticizing, this is years ago, right? I was criticizing David Wilcock and the flying car, but in light of new stuff, with all the scientific researcher people dying and disappearing, I think they were tying up. I think they are tying up loose ends. I wonder about how many people we've lost that we haven't heard about,
Yeah.
really. And also, I picked up a new robot. I showed you the Stack-Chan. I'm gonna probably fire this thing up after the show, after everything. This is a Stack-Chan. It's seems to be very bare and basic, and I haven't messed it up yet. It's got all kinds of. Oh shoot! What do we got here?
Hook it up to a few Raspberry Pis and
Oh,
let it expand.
here we go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I can't see it either.
Let's get
Welcome
started
to.
at this.
Well, let's get started. Okay, start. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. Y'all are seeing this stuff real time. Start.
Sarah,
Servo test.
I'll
Put me
be
on
back.
Put me on a flat,
She's
suitable
laughing.
surface and remove your hands. Power me via the bottom USB-C if needed. USB-C. Okay. Servo test. I'm going to got red light. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to reorient the camera some so we can see what's. Don't look at my desk. Do not look at my desk. Okay.
Mhm.
Servo test. Start. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Rotating, returning to home. Uh-oh.
Oh, you are a glorified webcam now.
Yeah, servo
Oh,
test
yeah.
complete. Next. App setup. I have to set up an app. Okay. See what it says? It's saying set up an app. Sorry, this is as good as I can do, right?
Just want you to go to the Play Store or the App Store, whichever you use.
Yeah, I'm going to skip that for now. Skip. Okay. Oh, AI agent. What's going on here?
AI
I guess
agents, aliens,
over here?
AIs.
Yep. What is that saying? Rataba? Avatar. It's backwards. I'm sorry, Avatar.
Nice.
ESPN now. I don't want. What? App Center.
Center.
This is like a
Easy
phone.
data.
Yeah. And
In a lot of ways, it is.
Setup. Riley's barking. I think her mom's home. Let's see. Dance.
Dance.
Hello. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to turn it off for now. That's fine.
It's happy.
Yep. Kind of look. Yeah, I guess it looked happy. I'm going to let it charge for a little while.
They
right?
usually make frowny faces when they shoot the missiles off.
I'm gonna I'm gonna talk with Copilot about that later. But that was Stack Chan. You saw me turn it on for the first time, and I'm just gonna let the batteries charge now. That was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. Cody? I don't know what that is. Right? And that thing is a home inspector or spy, maybe. What's up, Blue Cruise? I saw this as good luck. Have fun. Don't die. We'll see.
It's the cube from Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just making up another thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, what? I gotta reposition everything. I can't move the camera because everything goes crazy. But anyway, Raven, I made the shirt. Raven, watch the mail. You got something coming in.
Okay.
Watch the mail, and it's like.
Let me blow the picture up here or the page. Okay, show me your shirt again.
Mm-hmm.
Aha. Okay. Cool. Still not demons, folks.
Did it?
Love it. That's funny.
Yep. He's singing like a Stack Chan. Turned on for the very first time. Stack Chan, like Stack Chan. Oh boy. But yeah, that's clip that. I keep forgetting to do that.
What was the one that you had last week for the was it the gas cap?
Gas cap event.
Yes, the gas cap event.
Yeah.
Did you have another one? Did you have another gas cap event?
Oh, no, it's not attached though. I did put some gas in it yesterday and the gas cap is loose.
Is off of there. Okay.
Oh, did I tell you about the hinge being off like a couple feet? I was when I set up my wood hinge down here. I've almost
you did. But go ahead, tell us again.
It's I was very precise. I got a compass and everything. I was very precise about marking with the largest logs north, south, east, west. And I'm in there mulching and I'm like, something is just off. It just doesn't. And so I went to the middle. I even measured from the middle. So I had, 9 feet each direction, I'm like, something, and sure enough, it's off by like almost a foot, and it's not all of them. So that now it's very unevenly spaced in between. In between north, south, east, west, I've got 2 posts, 2, 2, and 2. So it's like just like a clock. Well,
Mhm.
it some of them are like 5 minutes off. If you were to imagine it as a clock,
Yeah.
and it's just really strange. And I mean, these things, they can't just move on their own, and you can't just pick them up and move them over. I mean, I dug them in. So I mean, and who would play a prank like that anyway, right? Not anybody even
When
knows.
did this happen? When did you notice?
This week, Monday, Tuesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you did have, and can you see where they were moved from somewhere else, or they
No,
just they look
no,
like they've been there
they're just
forever?
off. The whole thing is off. They weren't. Somebody did not come in and physically move them, and I mean, it's just off.
Like the tree
But yeah,
that was
like
always there, but it was
timeline
never
thing.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's just
that is the gas cap event right there. That is the gas cap event.
yeah. It's
So
weird, just weird. I'm trying to reset the energy in there. So I think I tweaked it a little bit. So now I think it's back on.
okay.
I
Well,
had a
go ahead.
notebook show back up that I'd lost for like 2 months, and it was like put out like somebody like laid it out for me, but nobody laid it out for me. There's only 2 other adults in the household and a bunch of pets.
Mm-hmm.
So those things are weird, but I go through them fairly regularly. I just, yeah, gas
Yeah,
cap events.
gas cap events for sure.
Speaking of notebooks, I found a notebook underneath a pile of stuff, and it was from 2018. And I started it this month of May in 2018. And so I started reading the first few entries, and I was, in a way, horrified at the fact that not a whole lot had changed. Some of the challenges that I was facing, things I was complaining about in there, still are not resolved. And it
Yeah.
was even to the detail of there were 13 kittens in the garage born that year, and I 13 this year. Just really odd little things, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Aussie is flashing the green light at me. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're here. You're quantum, and that brings me up to the first thing we went over in the show was this. John No Memes Clay made this. I think it was John No Memes Clay. I'm pretty sure it was. Agents, Aliens, and AI. This is going to be the next T-shirt because this looks too cool. I like this.
Yeah, that is cool.
I think this looks really cool. It will be really badass as a T-shirt. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And white on a and red on black. Heck yeah, 3
Yeah.
colors. Love it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's who's watching. So just keep that in mind.
Agents, aliens, and AI.
Heck yeah, I love it. And what's up, Ben the Yorkshire Gufonian? What's up, man?
Good to see you. He got a new message on.
What? What?
He says, "Hey Nathan, I'm sorry I'm late. It's 6:12 a.m.
Oh,
Woke up and could not get back to sleep. Hope you're well, Nathan." Ben.
I see. Thank you, Ben. I see. Y'all are killing my chat. I can't keep up.
And shapeshifters, yes. Agents, aliens, AI, and shapeshifters. That's
I
good.
think it would make a great T-shirt too, but it's got to have Quantum Show on the shoulder because else it's just some Walmart T-shirt. But
Hey, Ben,
it'll
you're
be
in England, right? Yeah.
yeah. Ben is
Yeah, he's in England 6 hours, right?
He's in Greenwich Mean Time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Where are you at? What's your location, Ben? Where are you located? Are you in the UK? Greenwich Mean? I'm not really
Mhm.
sure.
Stars
You
are
can hear me.
blue. Ha ha.
So, okay. Yeah, let's say
Yeah.
UK. Let's
Yeah,
just say
probably
UK.
so. I saw on Coast to Coast AM's website that they've got their first two crop circles of 2026 have happened there.
Nice.
It's in the I believe that's the Wiltshire area, not far from Stonehenge. Is usually where they are. They get them more in July and August. Like
Yeah. Yorkshire is saying a UK town called Pontefract, known for the Black Monk and more. There is Pontefract is 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 big. Pontefract is not a big place. But there's a lot of weird ghost activity. There was a poltergeist in a duplex, what we would here consider a duplex, right? One building divided into two parts, duplex. But the poltergeist was only on one side, would not go to the other side, didn't go to the other side. The neighbor says, I never hear anything, but it's been very well documented. I'm talking actual supernatural looking events.
That's
Lots of
interesting.
YouTube videos. Lots of YouTube videos. You can look them up. Pontefract. Man, I knew somebody, and he was a cosplayer and a tinkerer and stuff. He lived in Pontefract, and I'm like, dude, how have you not gone over to the Black Monk's house? And that's what he's talking about, right? And yeah,
Well,
they
who's the Black Monk?
It was covered on not one of the big shows, but Nick Groff. Nick Groff covered it
Okay, I know who
in
he is.
his
Yeah.
show. Yeah, he went over there,
All right.
and it was something. Urso, what? There was. I cannot put that on the screen, bro. I don't know what that is. 30 East Drive. Have you ever knocked on the door? Offer to sell them a vacuum cleaner or something. Go talk to them because didn't they move out? They had to move out, right? Because they swore it was a demon. And for all intents and purposes, it acted like one.
It probably
So
followed him then.
maybe.
So for
But
one side of the duplex to be haunted and the other not to be haunted is very unusual.
I agree. And it's one of those old houses. You know, not like 13th century castle old, but old.
But,
And
yeah.
I don't have any resources available right now, but Nick Groff covered it. He went from one place to another, and it was kind of cheesy when he did it. He went from like Virginia area, and it was saying Pontefract. I'm like, what? Okay, here we go. Raven, the Black Monk, is the poltergeist at 30 East Drive, Pontefract. People can book to stay overnight. There you go. And it has been vacant for 50 years, and the house was built in the 1960s. I thought it was older than the 60s. I thought it was like 1800s, but I could be wrong. The neighborhood's been around since then. But so Raven, pack your bags. You're going to Pontefract. I'm sending you PayPal right now.
Okay.
No.
We'll go. Oh yeah, I'll go. This
Quantum Show special mission.
Yes, special mission. This brings up something that came up on my show this week, and that was there's an ad out for a job opening in the state of Georgia for the city of Macon, Georgia. They want a director of paranormal activity, and it's because I made a wisecrack, and then when I read the whole article, it was like, oh my God, that's really what's going on here because of the increase in the public's interest of paranormal activity, that what they call the paranormal tourism is something that all these places are trying to jump on the bandwagon and get their city's name out there and bring in some bucks. And this person would be required to know of all the history of the haunted places and even give tours, and called upon to do investigative work as well.
Interesting,
So if
but
you're into that, Macon, Georgia, Macon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, where I work, we have a place in Macon. They wanted me
do
to
you?
go to Macon. Yeah, they wanted me to go to Macon, but they wanted me to uproot and move to, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So I kind of turned them down. But
Well, see,
Is
now you could revisit that, and then moonlight as your paranormal director
yeah,
of the ceremonies.
fixing paperwork during the day and spirit world at night.
So this whole thing with this paranormal tourism, I have a bit of a problem with from a moral standpoint, and that is that, and this is what you, when you say Nick Groff, he used to be with Ghost Hunter or Ghost Adventures with Zach Bagans, right? And the thing that bothered me, I mean, their stuff was entertaining and all that, but they were there agitating the ghosts. Or the
That's why Nick left.
And and then getting them all riled up and then leaving. And some of these places now do not hire paranormal investigators that then cross over these tortured souls and get them moved on. They want the place to stay haunted. So they're basically trapping these souls there to get them to perform. So they're getting some revenue off of them. And there's just something that doesn't sit well with me with that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't think they're trapping them, but they're baiting them.
They're baiting them, but they are trapping them by not letting, psychics come in and mediums come in to cross them over.
Yeah, unlike who was that? Somebody
there was that Amy Allen and
the
cop, the retired New York cop,
the Paranormal Files,
the Dead File.
The Dead File. That's right, the Dead File.
I really liked them. I thought they were the most credible. They didn't make up stuff. They didn't, sensationalize stuff, and they genuinely were there to help the people, the living and the dead, get dealt with. However, some of them, needed a Native American shaman or witch doctor to kind of put them in their place.
And they did that.
And then the other, more gentle, good souls, they got crossed over and moved on, wherever they needed to go. But yeah, they helped everybody all around.
Mm-hmm. Amy left that show because they started pressuring her to make it more of a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she's got the integrity. She was like, nope, forget it.
Yeah, and they brought in some cheap, somebody who would follow the rules. Good night, spiritual cleansing.
No,
spirit cleansing is going to bed. Good night.
Remember, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah.
Dr. Bronner's.
Oh, Dr. Bronner, right.
It's a Dr. Bronner thing.
Okay. Ben is correcting me again. 30 East Drive started construction in the 1950s, was completed in 1954. The paranormal activity started in 1966. Okay. I wonder about the neighborhood. I really do. I wonder about the neighborhood.
When it was built, what was there before? It could be this black monk could be from the land. There might have been a
there might have been a monastery or some kind of a little temple, or they don't call them barracks, they call them quarters. Could have been quarters, or all kinds of stuff. It could have been animals,
or it's not a monk. It's just a hooded figure that kind of looks like he's dressed like a monk.
Yeah. Man,
Europe all back in the day would wear like those cloaked hood, capes and stuff.
Yeah, they're easy to make, Yeah. They're easy to make and they're easy to put away, and I guess kind of sorta. So you don't need but a sheet and like a pin or something to tie it, and you're done.
Yep.
But
You
I
know
mean,
what I like?
go ahead.
You know what I liked about Amy's show? The fact that she did not depend on electronic gadgets.
Yeah.
She used her own senses and her own psychic ability. I
Yes.
like that a lot too.
And I had a lot of respect for that approach.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I liked the cop approach where he would do the paperwork, the history work. I liked that a lot. I try to do that. It's difficult. It's hard to do that. You try to go into land management and old deeds and floor plans, and you got to go to the library and city hall and do FOIA requests, and people are resistant to it. Like, what are you trying to do? Like,
Oh,
oh, shoot.
I worked the wedding. I got brought home mini chicken sandwiches if you like them.
Okay, well, I can't take them.
There's a place that's called website called Died In House. It's either .com or .org.
I thought it was ghosts. It was chicken sandwiches.
awesome.
Never expected that.
You should have accepted one.
But you have to pay for it. But it is it started. I heard an interview by the guy who started this, and they will go through all the records and let you know if there was a fire in the house, if anybody died in the house, which is why he had started to buy apartments or houses and then rent out apartments in them. And he had this one tenant that kept calling him like at 2 or 3 in the morning, like, it's happening again. What do I do? And come to find out there was a death, a suicide or something in that unit. And that tenant moved out and kind of gave him the idea for this because the people he bought the house from did not disclose the fact that there had been a death in the house. And some states, it's a by state thing. Some states require that information to be disclosed at the time of sale. Some don't. So he thought that was the inspiration behind this service. And so they'll let you for, there's you can look up a couple houses for like $15, $20, something like that. The price probably went up since the last time I messed with that website, but it's pretty interesting. They'll tell you all kinds of things about your house. And there was
I should do that.
Yeah.
Where I live, oh man.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood here is we're covered up.
Well, what's the closest library? I'm sure Nashville has like several libraries.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's one it's about 11 miles, but it's straight there. It's almost straight there. You get on Charlotte, the main street, and you just go straight. And Richland Park Library, they're like a satellite to the Nashville Public Library. There's lots of libraries, but it's going to be a satellite to the main library, but they have access to everything, and they like bring books back and forth, and like if you find it in their listing, you can ask for it. And they have newspapers, and they still have microfiche, right? Even though we're like here, they still have that where you get the big projector monitor and you put it up under there and you move it around and read it. So yeah, there's a library here, and I can get anything you want. That the library has.
Area where you are, I swear. I mean, you can just. It's almost like you can taste the history in the air there. I don't know how to explain it. It's not any one particular. It's just an overall. Yeah, it's a neat area.
Yeah,
just feel the history when you walk on that land. It just. I got all kinds of impressions when I was driving through different areas. I just try to get yourself in a neutral space and then just kind of just pay attention to what, comes on the radio or what images you get. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're in the car and you don't remember the last 5 miles because you're so in depth in thought. It's kind of a meditative state. Yeah. Just,
right. Yeah. And then when you get out and you start walking around, it starts really, it almost feels like, like oppressive humidity, but it's mental.
And the closer I got to the cemetery, my arms started to tingle from here all the way down to my fingertips. I've never had that happen. It was so weird. Both arms, like they were
Wow.
asleep. You ever like fall asleep at your desk like this, and then you wake up and your arms are like, oh,
Like
and
half
you
numb
tingle.
feeling.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. And physically, when I've been in haunted places before, I get like a tingling all down. I know I've mentioned this to you before, but it's like a tingling all
Mhm.
along my jawline here, just on this right side. It's like all the little hairs in your just kind of, it's a weird sensation. But that going down to your cemetery there was just like, oh, my ears started ringing really loud, super loud.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was a neat day.
Yeah, and we didn't even get to go to the surrounding areas, like go down to the creek, go down to the river. We're not far. This place is not far. I mean, the
Right.
creek is literally right here, right? And then the I've got a tributary to the creek that only comes up in like the worst of rain because it just looks like land formation. It's right next to the cemetery.
Yeah.
And
It's where all
you
that
saw
wild
the
bamboo is growing, right?
what?
Did they keep any of the old pioneer houses in that valley as a museum, or are they all like redone over like the church and everything?
I don't know. I haven't seen any. The one that
Is
I
that,
went to was transplanted from somewhere. That one in the mall. I can't
yeah,
believe they did that. That's so cool. But you can't get in. But the windows are open. I'm like, how
yeah.
does that happen? How does that work? But I should go to Nashboro Village and take us over there. Do a let's go see. You know, because Nashboro Village is right on the Cumberland River. They moved it. It's a log house village, and it's so
Cool.
super cool. Yeah.
Do
Um.
you know how old your house is?
My house
Yeah,
or
both
his?
of you. Either one.
Mine's about 100 years old, a little bit older.
Oh wow, mine might be from the 40s.
Mine was an old farmhouse, and the um,
126.
what'd you say?
126 houses.
126 years old.
Cool.
Cool.
It was an
Man,
old farmhouse on the west side of Coal Hill.
Mm-hmm. Have you and Sarah ever had anything like
Paranormal
any?
experiences?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole house is strange. The whole house is strange. Um, but I'm a strange person, so it doesn't bother me. It fits my character. But I hear old timey record players in places that they shouldn't be heard. The sound in this house is completely distorted. I built albums, based upon weird distortions in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
outside the house, it's where you can spit on the Oregon Trail, not Oregon Trail, the Trail of Tears from here.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that now.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
like right on the Trail of Tears. So we have like a fairly regular amount of paranormal activity, but it becomes something you're accustomed to, something background. Like in Appalachia, they tell you not to go to the voices in the woods. You learn instinctively here not to follow the voices. Don't follow the lights. Don't listen to the trains. There's no trains in Coal Hill, Carlin. There's no trains in Coal Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Urso is talking about the stone tape theory, right? Materials may have come from haunted locations,
Oh,
and
yes.
before that, house doesn't matter because the land was there before and has attachments. A new house can be easily filled with entities following you and others. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I've seen that. Even the mainstream shows have shown that brand new houses, weird stuff happening, right? Like there was this one where it was a mainstream show, but it wasn't like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. I forget what it was, but it was this house that he bought. It was a new build on an old plot of land, and he got a water bill for like 14,000 gallons of water had left his place,
Oh
and
my God.
there are no tanks, no pools, no nothing like that.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and they were like, "Where did the how you're gonna have to prove this because it was gonna be like $5,000 water bill, right?
Right.
You're gonna have to prove this because where would all that water go? You can only evaporate so much, and if you just, I mean, I can like even as hot as it was 80 degrees today, right? I could form a pool in my front yard, but it won't be gone by the afternoon because
Mhm.
it doesn't evaporate that quickly, even in 80 degrees. It'll still be there for like 3 days. And that's 30 gallons, 40 gallons. You know, if I just turn the hose pipe on and let it run, it'll form a pool, 30, 40 gallons, and it'll be there for days. 14,000 gallons of water, that's a big pool or a like a two tanker trucks, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
more, slightly more. They're like 6,000 gallons for
That's
like a milk
crazy.
truck, you know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's, oh, Diane made it. What's up, Diane? We knew you
Hey.
were going to be
Woo.
busy. People
Hello.
were like,
Did you
"Where's
do it?
Diane? Is everybody okay? Has anybody heard from Diane?" Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. We did. What's up, Diane?
Hi,
Okay.
Diane.
Oh, thank you. Diane loves the shirt. I love it too. It's a good one. And look, I want you to see what the next shirt's going to be like. Thanks to that's going to be the next shirt, and I like that one. I
Yeah.
like that
Love
shirt.
that.
It's
Agent
so funny,
aliens. AI.
but it's got to
Our
have.
house has
Go ahead. Sorry.
our house has an old lady. I think she lived in the Great Depression's times. There's been several extensions that have been built all in the house over 129 years, and she stays close to the kitchen area. And occasionally, I mistake her for my mom. I hear her voice, and I go
Mm.
in, and she's just running out of the room whenever I go in there, and mom's nowhere to be found.
Wow. Wow.
And one of my more vivid experiences, I think I shared on the show before, was there was an accident on 64, which is the Trail of Tears US 64, and I it was raining that day, and I came to the porch to tell the people that were coming walking away from the accident that you know they could come in and use the phone or whatever because it was raining and this was an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I went out on the porch to tell them that I'd be around to the front of the house. And when I got to the front of the house, they were like gone, and there was just rain out there that was harder than before. And I don't ever know what happened to those people. I think that they were like ghosts or spirits that walked away from that accident.
Yep. That's
Mm.
what I got.
This was like in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I've seen Native Americans in the wood lines. Um, they usually keep to themselves and do their own thing. They're not they're very benign spirits. Most of these spirits are the northern end of my property used to be a railroad yard, so I imagine a lot of people got hurt and killed down in the railroad pit at some point. And occasionally, people still hear a train down there that hasn't run in like since 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
The tracks are pulled up, but people still hear the train and find signs of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I've heard of that, ghost trains. I've heard of that
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Sarah saying, I saw a soldier in the backyard. Civil War.
Oh wow.
yeah. Yeah, they fought the Civil War out for an extra 14 years in this valley before finding out that it was like
The war was over.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh.
News,
What happened?
news.
Carrier pigeon get killed on en route, or why did it take 14 years?
Well, it disappeared up into the mountains, and for 14 more years they continued to fight it as factions up in the Boston Mountains.
They didn't have a newspaper subscription, right?
They didn't have a newspaper subscription, and these are like, I mean, these mountains are like old mountains. Like, I don't want to start an argument with people that have Appalachian mountains, but our mountains are older. Like, our mountains have existed since
Pangea.
Pangea.
Yeah.
literally. I mean, our mountains have been here since pre-Pangean times, and this whole Arkansas is divided into what used to be two geological plates, a northern plate and a southern plate. And the northern plate is the Ozark Mountains and the Ozark Plateau and the Boston Mountains. And this area is some of the oldest rock formations in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Second only to the ones that we were discussing earlier in Wells. And in southern Arkansas, you had all of this weird geographical rotation that occurred with tectonic drift around a bunch of islands that filled in with sand around them, basically. You know, and so you get like a lot of mining opportunities in southern Arkansas, and you get a lot of mining opportunities in northern Arkansas, just knowing about your local geology here. And I firmly believe that these things being so old, they hold old energy. You know, the land that I live on used to be in the Devonian period of a coal, what became a Pennsylvania coal field. It was a bunch of fern-like creatures and salamanders and giant salamanders, not the baby ones we have today. But,
Oh, you mean like megafauna time?
Yeah, well,
Megaflora, megafauna.
that would have been our largest megafauna at the time. Would have been giant salamander,
Like
And-
alligator sized, right?
Right.
Am I right?
Right. You're right. You're exactly right.
Okay.
And just these things being ancient, it adds to this energy here that, you know, that I think makes the paranormal or the supernatural just a little bit more dangerous than it is in Appalachia. Appalachia are younger mountains, you know, they're younger mountains. Here, if you hear something calling out to you, it's probably going to call out your name. It's probably going to call it out from the crossroads, and it's going to call it out loudly, and it's going to scare the shit out of you, and you're going to want to go home. And you better. You know?
Yeah.
We got big fish. We got alligator gar. You know, we got
that's
fish from 300 million years ago in our
Those fish are scary looking, aren't they? Oh my God, they got teeth. Fish with teeth. Oh.
And we have alligators, not in this part of Arkansas, although they have been spotted in the Arkansas River. In southern Arkansas, they're more plentiful along the Red River, and they even have a hunting season in the state. So we have a lot of, it's weird. Arkansas is in the same geographical band it was millions of years ago, and like everything has moved around it, but it stayed the same in certain parts.
yeah.
I bet the courts had something to do with that, or is a result of that somehow related to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, quartz is known to
There's
be. Go ahead.
There's a lot of quartz, lot of quartz in the state.
You know what, Raven? I bet if you were to arrange some quartz in your hinge back there, that would have an effect. Just put it at the cardinal points.
Get out of my head, Nathan. What are you doing in my head? Oh, that's so funny you say that. Because I just moved I moved a couple of pieces back there day before yesterday, and I was looking at some limestone. I know a place where I can get some vein. They're not the nice little points, but there's like veins, of course, in these chunks of limestone. And I thought about connecting all the way around. Oh God, yeah, that's so funny you said that. Now I have to do it. No, I have to.
You heard it here on the Quantum Show.
Whatever happened? Did anybody hear what happened with I love Anna Paulina Luna. That
She's
woman,
still at it.
Love her.
She's still at it.
Did they get those files? They stole like 40 boxes of files out of what's her name's office on the MK Ultra, and she gave them 24 hours to return it. And then I didn't see the news. Did
They're
they keep
stonewalling her?
Oh yeah.
They're stonewalling her.
She had the kahunas to stand up and call out the CIA. I love this woman. She's awesome. And if half the people up there on Capitol Hill had the kahunas that she does, this world would be a much better place. That's all I got to say about that. Next to Joan of Arc, she is awesome in my book. Second only to Joan of Arc.
Okay. Okay. Well, y'all, we're going to end this part of the show on that. Hell yeah. That's a high note right there. Anna Paulina Luna, shout out 100% from the Quantum Show. Yes. We love you, lady.
We love you.
I would totally vote for you if I lived in your district. Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming on. This has been the Quantum Panel. We discussed old show, AI, Anna Paulina Luna, haunted areas, what makes a haunted area, Pontefract, and everything. Wherever we ended up, and we ended up here at the end of the panel. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, Tim. Raven Connor approves.
I'll be back.
Yeah. And I'm thinking we can, Tim, if you're up to it next week, we can maybe review another old show, and we can maybe do that. It was fun, and we could just continue on the next half part of it, because we didn't get all of it. I don't know. We'll see what happens during the week, right? Because oh boy, you never know.
World events could always change things. You never know.
Yep. The Quantum may say, "Here you go," and
the gas cap is off.
The gas cap. And Raven, what I would love to see you do is take your phone around and just record a video and narrate. This is the Hinge in the daytime. This is the Hinge. Just record it and dump it up to YouTube. You don't have to be live. You don't have to have a chat room. Just record it and then pop it up to YouTube. But it would be neat to have that where you just walk around with it and just hold your phone steady as you can, or this way, either or, just orient your phone the right way. You know what I mean? Push the buttons. But yeah, no problem, Aussie. I'm not forgetting. Thank you. And Scream is also saying, not all, mucho more, miraculous healing and restoring vibes to Lynn. Yes. All my crystal network has been pumping this whole time. I'll talk to y'all later. We'll be back. We'll see what happens. I don't know with what the next thing will be. Me and Tim might go over another old show. Who knows? All right. I'm going to start pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a good rest of the night. And I've got Storm link ready to go. Pushing buttons. I got a bio break. I forgot to do that. The nerves aren't ready. Pushing buttons.